It's a cold, windy, rainy afternoon here at the Southampton Oval for this Premier Division match between the Southampton Rangers and the North Village Rams. The referee in charge of today's match is Anthony Francis. The starting lineup for the Southampton Rangers today: in goal we have Jason Smith, Ezekiel Stoneham, Cayman Tucker, Mikhail Tankard, Jakai Dyer, Anthony Rocker, Vernon Perrinchief, Shakai Swan, Gennaro Tucker, Jesse Seymour, and Thomas Brown. Starting lineup for the North Village Rams: in goal Troy Hall, Terrell Burgess, Jason Davis, Jerome Bailey, Kishan Bean, Rakeem DeShields, Jonathan Bryars, Dimitri Daniels, Jason Lee, Teklai Walker, and Pierre Smith. We see the captains for Rangers and Village: Vernon Perrinchief and Kishan Bean with the toss. Southampton Rangers trying to move out of the relegation zone. They're in their huddle. And the North Village Rams trying to close the gap on the leaders, the Somerset Trojans. We see up front for North Village, Walker and Jason Lee. As the Village will prepare to kick off this match today. And now we see Kishan Bean and Lee on the ball for the North Village Rams. And they're off. Smith on the ball. Bailey. Now Swan for Rangers, and it's going outside. It will be a throw-in now for the Southampton Rangers to be taken by Bailey. Bailey to Daniels. Daniels on the ball. And he's put that outside, looking for Walker. It will be a throw-in for Rangers. Very windy conditions here at the Oval. As we wait for the ball. Village now. Smith, Daniels, Swan. Swan on the ball for Rangers. And he puts that across. Cleared by Village. Rangers still in possession. Rocker. Village now on the ball. Bryars. And referee Francis calls the play back for a foul on Jonathan Bryars. Will be a kick for Village, taken quickly. Pierre Smith now, coming down the left. He's cutting in. It's going to get that. And the ball is cleared. And it will be a corner for North Village here in the opening minutes of the first half. Village on the attack early. Smith with the corner. And a header in is just wide. Goal kick for Rangers to be taken by Jason Smith, the keeper. Village again, and that's going to be a foul. Rocker on Pierre Smith. Another free kick for North Village. Keyshan Bean on the ball. Bean. And that goes straight to keeper Smith, who quickly puts that upfield now. Looking for Seymour. And Gennaro Taka now, and he just runs that outside. As the wind has a big factor so far in this game. The player's going to have to keep the ball under control. Troy Hall to take this kick for North Village. And it's long, held up by the wind. Village back in control. Daniels on the ball. Smith intercepted. A lot of scrappy play going on right now. And it's all the way back to keeper Jason Smith there in the Rangers goal. No score early in the first half. Play going back and forth. And we're going to have another, looks like a corner now for Southampton Rangers. Shakai Swan going over to take the corner for Southampton Rangers. Swan with the corner. Headed out by the Village defense. Ball is still bouncing around. Rocker on the ball, and he puts that back over. No problem for keeper Hall in the Village goal. Out to Bailey. Bailey on the ball. Looks for Smith. Pierre Smith coming back down the left side. Bailey cutting in. Bailey moving in. Bailey approaching goal. And he tries to either take a shot or pass that one. Is just wide of the goal. It will be a goal kick for Rangers. Good play there by North Village. Smith, long kick. Straight back down to Troy Hall in the North Village goal. Hall with the kick. Looking for Walker. And it sails over someone's residence outside for a throw-in to Southampton Rangers. Very blustery conditions here at the Oval. As another ball has been put into play, it's Parenchev on the ball. Looking for Seymour. Walker now. Across Daniels. Rangers back on the move now. Pushing forward. Looking for Swan. Cleared by Bailey. Will be a throw in to Southampton Rangers. Rocker with the throw. Finds Taka. But it's cleared by Village. Village coming forward. Intercepted by the Rangers. And back to keeper Smith. Smith puts that ball. And now we have Sternum on the ball now for Rangers. Sternum on the ball. Short ball to Swan. Bryars pressing Swan. Bryars and Swan. Swan has the ball. Intercepted. Village coming forward now. Walker loses the ball to Perrinchiff. Now it's Daniels getting in the mix. It's Perrinchiff. Perrinchiff with the ball. Out to Tankard. Tankard does a control, and the ball goes out for a throw-in for the Rams. Rams coming forward. And that ball goes outside. Will be a throw for the Rangers. The Perrinchiff with a little flick. Bryars. Sternum now on the ball. Being pressured by Walker. Perrinchiff. Now Keishan Bean. Bean pressing forward. And there's Walker trying to pick that up. And it's going to go out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Rangers with the throw. Village coming forward. Still in possession. And referee Francis blows a foul. And we will now have commentator Stan Bean joining us for the entirety of this match.
Momentary halt in action. This is school, right? No school. Okay. And we're about to play again. Village is on this ball. The ball's being slid down the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, to Takiai. Walker does a double inside, and oh, a wonderful cross. And cut out by number 20 of Southampton Rangers. It's Vernon Perrinchiff. Keeper comes forward. Jason Smith, and he's using his entire box. He's looking, and he's going to deliver a high, long, powerful kick down the side. Chested down by number 4.
What's the game today?
Drew, 2-0. Tucker chested the ball down, attempted to get control, and he's lost possession as a result of a challenge. And Village have won this particular challenge, and referee Francis gave a foul on that particular thing. Village will push the ball all the way back to the keeper. Troy Hall is looking to drive, and he does. He drives the ball high up to the middle, and Keishan Bean is on it. Number 17 looking to go, and he delivered the ball off to number 15, and 15 missed. Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful take there. And oh, even better, ladies and gentlemen, this is a triangle football approach. Perrinchiff looks to go inside, and Village get the ball back, and number 15 will pick up this ball again. And wonderful spin along the line. Push back number 15, Jerome. And Jerome momentarily lost sight of the ball underneath him, and Rangers have won the ball back. Number 21, 27 will start this with Antonio Rocker. He's looking to throw the ball in, throws it down the line. And there's a knock in the back. Referee Francis didn't see that, then the ball is knocked off of Southampton Rangers, and Jerome will take up this ball and he throws it down. Plays it back to Jerome. Jerome tries to deliver the ball, but it's intercepted by number 27, who knocks the ball clear. That's Rocker. We've got players skying now. Attempt to bring the ball down, and that's a slight pull, but no call made. And again, oh, there's a beautiful ball played through, and number 21 is going. He's in the box, ladies and gentlemen. He's going baseline. He squirts the ball across, and Troy Hall cleanly collects underneath of him and releases his player.
Don't run offside. Hang back.
Burgess is looking to find someone on the inside. He goes inside. Slides it to Keishan, and Keishan's got time and space. He's dribbling in the penalty park, and he's lost it there. The door was shut by, and a quick release of the ball, and it definitely credit of the defensive line of Village, and they put Southampton Rangers in an offside position, and will win this ball back with a free kick there in the middle of the park on the far right-hand side of the Southampton Oval. We're about 15 to 20 minutes in now. 12 minutes in. Correction on that. 12 minutes in, and there's a kick on the far right-hand side of the field. Burgess is underneath this. And he'll resume play. He's surveying the field. Ball's driven high, 20, 30 yards in the air, and it's left to actually fall there for the defense of Rangers, but they may have done better, and they're trying to get it out now. Jerome is looking to get a hold of this, and ball was pushed into touch. He throws it back, and he's been ruled as a foul throw, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a lack of concentration there, and the ball has been turned over, and Southampton Rangers will get a chance to start as they go into the half of the field where Village is supposed to defend. And number 27's underneath to throw this, and he throws it down the line. Jerome steps forward. The ball did come in and was touched. Maybe it wasn't touched, but it went right back out. And as a result, Village get the ball back. Number 10 is on this, slides the ball away, and the middle of the park is a little slippery, a little mucky. We've had a lot of rain just in the recent little bit, and Keyshawn Bean's going to look to try to thread this ball. He does. He's found number 17. Oh, my, ladies and gentlemen. And wonderful display of talent by Parent Chief. And again, the same play where they were caught offside before. It has happened again. Quick start by Burgess, who puts Takiai Walker in, and Takiai is going to have to do a little bit. He does a back heel on his.
Come on, Jason!
Jason will slide this ball in, and Keyshawn Bean found the ball slightly behind him and had to reach back. And when he did, the ball bounced up, and he made connect and sent the ball high and wide onto the bank of the Southampton Oval. The ball has been retrieved, and Jason Smith will start this game again. A wonderful kick all the way down into the final third, but they're defending it, and they've got the ball, and they're facing towards the Southampton goal, and ball's in Burgess' hand on the right-hand side there. He plays it for a 1-2. Takiai attempts to do that, and he's lost out. The ball has not stayed in, and Village will retain possession. Burgess will get this, and he starts the play, throws it down. Number 10, Jason's on this. Jason Lee. And he's lost out. And the ball goes to Parent Chief, who tries to redirect. And there's a tussle there. And an attempt to play the ball forward. It's still in Village's hands. And the ball goes across to Jerome. And Jerome's going to be bothered here, but he retains the ball. Village is on the middle of the park there. He slides it in, but an astute defend right back. And this is a great bit of body work, and unfortunately a misdirected pass, and Jason, no, that's not Jason. Number 99 is Pierre Smith, and he tried to put the ball over the top of the defensive line of Rangers, and the ball just carried right through to the keeper, and Jason gives those wonderful boots again, creating a threat. And unfortunately, there was tussling and bustling, and the referee has ruled that it is in the favor of Southampton Rangers, and there will be a kick to the far right side of the field, about 22 yards out. And this could be trouble, ladies and gentlemen.
When you forward on and get up there. Like you could one.
What's that free kick?
Parent Chief is over this. It's going to be a right-handed drive. Parent Chief is looking. There's a wall of 3 there.
Dangerous kicker too.
See the wheel?
Score girl in the heartbeat.
This ball is going to swirl a lot, ladies and gentlemen, depending upon the direction. And it is hit directly. Oh! And Hall could not hold onto the ball cleanly. He dove forward as well and knocked it down, and it was an attempt to clear it. The clearance primarily didn't go the way Village would have liked, and they have to defend a corner coming from the far side of the field, wind blowing directly into the kicker's face. Number 21 is going out to get this. There's Shakai Swan. He's placing the ball. They're going man-to-man inside the box, and a few spears for Village as well, defending on the post. Ball swept in low, and it's carried all the way, and it's in, ladies and gentlemen. It is in. It is in the back of the net. And a bunch of missed clearances. The ball squirted free, and then was struck up about maybe 5 to 6 foot, just about 4 to 5 yards out. Eluded the hands of Hall, and I saw the back of the net move just like you're putting all onions in the bag. And we have a score here now, ladies and gentlemen. 1 to Southampton Rangers. And Village will have to do something before the half, and they've got time. 20 minutes in, and that goal went. Keishan Bean moves forward, chests it down, looking to retain possession. He's being bothered, and the ball goes into touch. Up comes Jerome. Jerome throws it down squarely to Lee, and Lee doesn't get the better of the touch, and Rangers will get to clear their lines. And there's ball is flicked on, and the defense is going to have to do well, and they've done well. Meldon looks to move forward, and he's tried to put a ball through. Takiai Walker's not going to get a hold of that. It was a pretty good ball diagonally. The ball's thrown out to the left-hand side, and they proceed down the left-hand side. Parent Chief looks to play a 1-2. He does so, gets it back. Number 4 looks to play, and Burgess intercepts that, and the ball has gone into touch. Ball's thrown into number 4 of Rangers. They're looking to go baseline. He does, and out comes Hall, cleanly collects, and he's going to look to try to do a fast attack. Couldn't find what he wanted, so he's now...
Oh, Jason, it was calling him off. The ball was right there.
And he's going to now drive the ball long and hard. And it's a good kick, ladies and gentlemen. Only Pierre Smith is there. The ball's knocked on. This could be a problem. Pierre's coming.
No red in there. You see a red?
And Jason Lee gets the benefit of being able to come forward cleanly after Pierre Smith had been knocked to the ground after he made the challenge. Ball went about 30 feet into the air. And Jason Smith drives this ball long again, causing Village to do their first line of defense, which is knock the ball clear. And they've done that. And the ball's just going over the fence there in the far side of the field. And they started quickly with a ball that's on the field. Beautiful move by Takiai Walker. He's trying to move forward, but the defense of Rangers is resolute. And Rangers are on the move again. It's interesting that they're working that slide line very, very effective, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot of space there, but they are getting the ball down 5 and 10 yards at a bit. And here comes Hall. Hall will grab this, pulls it down cleanly, saw it all the way, urging his players to move forward. And he will drive this ball. And he's done a wonderful kick. Will do exactly what Jason Smith is attempting to do to Village. And undercoming, there is Keishan Smith, who's got the benefit of chest. He settled the ball, and he's trying to flick it through. And there's an appeal on the ground for a handball, but referee Francis is having nothing with that. And the ball's now in Jason Smith's hands, and he's going to look to step and use his box. Does so. Another huge kick as well. Compliment to his end. A wonderful flick on by Tucker. And Tucker almost found this man, but credit the defensive position of... What's his name? Terrell Burgess, yes, who was there to cut that out. Ball's now in Troy Hall's hands and in the middle of the park to number 8. Wonderful vertical play, ladies and gentlemen. It's worked out. Keishan Smith, Bean has found it and trying to thread it. He has found Lee. Lee tries to flick it on. And this is time when you're supposed to play the ball the way you're facing, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a time to try to be fancy. That wasn't it. And now...
Oh, that's cute.
That's very nice. A beautiful play there. And I don't think... Oh, he was offside. Oh, it was very well constructed. But the run was in advance of the defensive line of Village, and now they've credited again with another possession based on their offside. And the ball is being driven through. Is this going to skip through nicely for Pierre Smith? He's going to try to settle it. He's being defended now. Up goes Jerome, and Jerome's going to try to move the ball in. It's a nice little touch in and an inside-out play, and Pierre's going to have to do his work. And he's being bodied off the ball by number 27 of Southampton Rangers, Anthony Rocker. And that's a good position, good positioning by him.
Let's go, NVCC!
A goal kick. Jason gets to the middle of the park and further. Now, oh, wonderful scenario here. Pierre Smith having problems, but he's now been able to turn himself forward. And Jason Lee attempting again to give a behind-the-back pass there. I think he should look to take possession of the ball first.
Press right there. I don't know how good your aim is.
Oh, yeah, I'll deal with that. Wonderful throw in to Jason athletically. He's going to move the ball, and it's almost to Takiai Walker. And unfortunately, right to the referee, and the referee has made a wonderful pass, which allows Rangers to move forward. And a wonderful pass. Oh, this is a wonderful play, and it's left up to the keeper to come and do it. And Troy Hall does what he has to do, and it's released the ball very quickly. Number 13 rolls the ball in the middle of the park, and Keyshawn Smith was bodied from the back, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely bodied from the back. Contact was made even before the ball was actually there, as he was trying to establish position. And number 8 will start this particular thing. That's Dimitri Daniels. Oh, number 13, I'm sorry. Rakeem DeShields will actually look to restart this. And he's asking for a position. And the linesman is helping him out. Oh, the linesperson, female, is helping out. It's Wendy Williams. And now the ball is in the correct place. And Rakeem will step up. And he looks to go in the middle of the park. And Jason's coming forward. His touch needs to be tighter, ladies and gentlemen. I understand it's sloppy out there, but he's looking to do too much with the ball as it's coming in the middle of the park, which is receiving it and turning in the same motion. And in this sloppy condition, he isn't going to get the benefit of it. Oh, nice little flick around, and Burgess is being asked to do something, and a ball is now struck high onto the, well, I thought it was going to the roof outside the stadium. It stayed in. Possession goes back to Rangers, and this is an interesting position. A drive was taken, and then finally cleared, and this ball definitely has left the building, sir, or the stadium.
Get it out!
And they are going to have to defend another corner. And Southampton Rangers is going to put some pressure on them. As a result, for these corners, they scored off one just previously, 7 minutes ago. And let's see whether or not Village is equal to this, or at least going to be equal to the task of keeping the ball out of the net. Because this would not be a good position for them so early in the game here to be defending or trying to get a score after going down 2.
Keep it out!
Here we go. Southampton Rangers taking the corner. Ball swirled in nicely to the far side, over the 6-yard box, and been allowed to actually run into touch, and Village will take possession with a goal kick. Ball's been played short. Jerome Williams cuts in, eludes his man, passes. It's a wonderful take and spin on the, and then Pierre Smith is down the side. He's got one man to beat. What's he going to do? Cuts in. He's going to look for a pass. He finds Lee. Lee looks for a bit there. He's going back to number 4. Number 4 will look Goes back to Lee, and behind the back pass, he's going into the box, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, is this called? Yes, it was called. Definitely, the referee Francis did the right thing there, and it was just outside the box. And Lee astutely also tried to do the right thing, which was dribble towards a defender. And he was doing that, and while he was doing that, the chasing defender cut him down from behind and did it before he entered the box. So no penalty as a result of that particular attempt by Lee to put the pressure on the defense of the Southampton Rangers. We've got Keishan B and Takiai Walker, number 85, on this ball. Keishan is number 17, and they're looking at their options. We've got a line at around the 11-yard line, and Keishan B is going to step up, and the ball's struck against the wall, and it's pushed back out where Takiai Walker will chase it down, and he's going to try to take on his man. He does, but he loses out. And the ball is trickled out in the middle of the park, and Burgess is tracking back, and the ball struck high into the air to the far side of the field. Number 12. Oh, this is a wonderful sky by Jason Lee. He should knock the ball down. He's going to cause some work for, and a recovering number 12 has been able to get this ball. Very athletic. Markel Tankard cleared the ball out, and unfortunately it went too far into touch, and Village will take over just inside the half of the Southampton Rangers half. Ball's being fetched. Ball's thrown long. Wonderful sky again by Tankard, who puts the ball back in the direction of the thrower, and Burgess is on this, who sweeps it into the middle of the park. And Rakeem is looking to go in the center. He goes to number 4, who does a spin, passes it through, and unfortunately, Tankard moves again. And he's moving forward, and he's found number 11. And here comes, oh, wonderful take out to the corner area, the ball, and he's going to let the ball sing, and it does so 40 yards to the middle of the park, but it goes out on the far right-hand side or left-hand side of the field. We're at the 30th minute. And up steps a defender right back, and they lose out, and it's a nice quick throw thrown to number 4. This and a quick slide and a turn, and Burgess is going to drive this ball another 30, 40 yards to the middle of the park, and it's just going to be headed back down, and wonderfully lined up by Keishan Bean, and Takiai Walker's trying to stab at the play. It's flicked through. Pierre Smith is going to try it, and he has made contact, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Smith made huge contact with the ball, and Pierre Smith leaped out of the way as well. Nicely put back, settled down, and an attempt. Oh, and wonderful. And keeper comes, and wonderful swept away by Hall. He got rid of that danger. And Takiai's looking for the 1-2 here. Bean is on it. Okay, he's found time and space. They've made the line drop, and he's looking for someone else. He goes too far, but Lee is going to get underneath this. He's going to have to go to the corner on the far side. He sweeps it in. That's wonderful. And a quick moving feet of Jason Smith, and Takiai Walker didn't make any collisions, but the ball finally went over the baseline. But a wonderful cross there by Jason Lee. Momentarily concerned there on the part of Southampton Rangers, I'm sure. Wonderful corner goal kick, and it's flicked on, and finally cleared out here to Takiai Walker, who has switch wings, and is wonderfully swept on, and Keishan Bean's going to get this. He's got work to do, and he's pushed the ball past Parent Chief, and he's going baseline, ladies and gentlemen, and oh, credit the hands of Jason Smith. Strong hands, ladies and gentlemen. He came, the ball was flicked up about 1 foot, but Jason's hands followed the ball, and he was able to make that ball stay right in front of him. And Parent Chief is for Southampton Rangers, and Jerome Smith has been defensive and pushed the ball into touch. He was being contested with number 21, Chakai Swan. Ball's thrown in, swept in there, passing lane, and Janere Taco felt like he was upended.
Come on, send it back.
And Takiai Walker's underneath this. And a nice swing across the park. He should chase. Oh. Defensively headed out by Southampton Rangers. Swept in the middle of the park by number 12, who puts the ball to the left. And again, Markel Tankard athletically going out there to get this ball before it went into touch. Attempts to service the ball into the center, but was blocked out. And Village attempt to clear. And another long looping pass over the defensive wall of Village. And up comes Hall to collect. He's urging his players forward. And then he's now going to give this big boot. Does so. And he gets it to Takiai Walker in the middle of the park, who just has to settle it down. Oh, he should have just settled it down. My, Takiai needs to be doing a little bit better than that. He had support and didn't take it.
Get it out!
Gennaro Tucker's going to try. Maybe on a drier day, but today that ball shot at around 25 yards, 27 yards really. Ball's being placed for a goal kick. And Troy Hall Jr. will step forward. And he does so. Ball goes over to Jerome Bailey, who flicks it on. And now the ball's with Keyshawn being in the middle of the park. No, and intercepted. And now back again. And oh, that's a foul, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely. And as a result, there's loud appeals for cards, ladies and gentlemen. But referee Francis didn't see anything with that and chose to actually just calm things down. Yes, I'm great. Good seeing you. And the ball is now just in the central circle, ladies and gentlemen, in the possession of North Village. And Rakeem will step up. Or Rakeem, yes. And he pushes the ball to the defensive line, and it's met by number 12, Tankard, Markel Tankard, and it ball's on the far right-hand side. And Jason Davis will look to try to construct something. He retains the ball. He's pushed the ball to number 4. He's looking for the receive back. He does. Found the passing lane. He's going to sweep it in early. And this is interesting. Oh! And number 10, Jason Lee, headed the ball towards Jason Lee. And he stood his ground on the goal line and caught the ball cleanly. Gennaro Chaco comes back, receives his ball off a long goal kick. It's going to attempt to sweep it in, and it's swept back out right to the middle of the park and pushed over the defensive line of Village, of which Troy Hall Jr. will actually come out and start the play. Jason Davis down the side. Wonderful take behind the back, and they're going to allow a place to play. And the ball's knocked in. Lee receives the ball inside out, and he's going through the legs of the midfielder. Up comes, and he's pushed him on. Yes, he is. And into the box. And unfortunately, I think it was Takiai Walker who was actually ruled the offside scenario. They waited until the ball, he received it, and then after he played it, just as he played it, the flag went up. And the linesman is actually calling for the ball to go out to the far side of the field, to the right, and bringing it back. Yep. There. Jason Smith, goalkeeper, will start this play for Southampton Rangers. Long, looping drive over, and the ball's been not allowed to carry right through, and Troy Hall Jr. will actually cleanly collect.
Release it.
Nice throw to the middle of the park, gets Jason Lee. Oh, cut down, ladies and gentlemen. Cut down by number 15. Thomas Brown. And number 13 will actually take this, Rakeem DeShields, just above the circle in the half of Village. And it's a call by Jason. Ball hung up there, even though he called. It seemed to have frozen everybody. And this is an opportunity. Don't go! And this is an opportunity. He's offside. Definitely offside. And there was an offside call on Southampton Rangers. Nicely orchestrated play, looked beautiful. Crowd even cheered, but I'm sure they were disappointed, those who are cheering for the Rangers team. Ball struck on the inside, being chased down. Oh, you couldn't think that he could have. Anyway, Parent Chief sweeps the ball. It's a 1-2. Now number 11's got this ball. Ball's played into a passing lane. This is going to call for some. And Burgess playing a central role now. And the ball is being played, and Lee is being bothered by number 22. And he's going to, oh, beautiful tackle there by number 22 on the Southampton Rangers. He sweeps the ball inside, and he's starting to dribble in the center of the park, releases the ball, and number 4, Village, steps up and cuts it out from the passing lane point of view. He's dribbling to the far right-hand side, puts Lee in, and Lee's being bothered by Tankard, Macau Tankard. Back to number 4, Jonathan Bryars. He flicks the ball up. The ball struck. Potentially, I thought the hand, but it looked ruled to have not done so, and its ball's gone all the way back to Troy Hall Jr., who gives the ball to Burgess in the short side. Number 13, Rakeem Daniels, and he's looking to play. He's in the center of the park. He's going to go over the top of the defensive line, and it's an offside scenario, and it was touched, and oh my, Jason Lee, I'm sure, could not believe his luck. The flag stayed down. The ball came to him. He only had Jason Smith to beat, and he knocked the ball straight to him.
Yeah, that was a good ball. Good ball, Rakeem.
And now, a little bit of a scrappy play, and the ball's gone out on the far right-hand side of the field. But definitely a chance to equalize gone, squandered, ladies and gentlemen. In these type of conditions, his momentum alone, if he would have just kept his dribble, would have gone around Jason Smith. Another attempt there. And that's a foul, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely, referee Francis is going to take a look at this. He's not reaching towards his pocket, but he's called to foul. And Village have another opportunity to potentially construct something that will be for their benefit. That benefit being opening their score in this match. I think we're at the 35th minute now. We're in the 40th minute, and Village definitely should be looking to try to close out this half with something. And they're looking to do that as they send their people forward. Even Rakeem is going up there, number 13. He's going up there to attack and be a part of this. And we must have a wonderful delivery over the top of the defensive line. It is done so, and it's going to the side of... Oh! 2 saves by Jason Lee, ladies and gentlemen. The crossbar first, and then the other one by his hand. And it's kicked away. And Burgess is going to have to head this down. No, he doesn't. He chooses to bring it down, and that was very, very astute of him. And he started another attack. And a misclearance by the Southampton defense has put the ball into touch, and Southampton Rangers is going to have to defend this at the 22-yard line of the field in their half, and the ball is quickly thrown to Takiai Walker. He's going to have to settle the ball. He's dribbling. He's looking for support. Is he looking for support? He tries to flick the ball through. Didn't work out, and now it's finally cleared. And this is an opportunity potentially if it doesn't head cleanly back to the keeper, and it is headed back cleanly by Burgess, who receives the ball back. He's looking for a pass. He's found it in the Rakeem, and the ball goes out to Jerome on the left-hand side. Jerome's looking downfield. He's looking for a short touch initially. He's going to blow by number 27 and create an opportunity, and he should put the ball squarely across. This is a touch! Oh! It was a wonderful touch, a wonderful lunge and touch by Pierre Smith, and he knocked the ball from a promising position into touch. But I must credit his effort. A wonderful delivery by Jerome Bailey as well, who ran from the half, dummied his man with a run, explosive run, and then crossed it in. Wonderful chest down. And that's better by Takiai Walker, who allows his back line to actually consistently put the pressure. And it's punched down by Thomas Brown. And one now by Village. in their half, and Takiai is looking for someone. This should be a 1-2 scenario. It's down the left-hand side, and Lee's going to go baseline, and a wonderful tackle there by Southampton Rangers, number 27, Anthony Rocker, who put his foot to that and knocked it into touch before Lee could get around him. But they're going to have to defend this corner. And Takiai is on this. Nicely swept to the back post. Lee's going up. Smith's going up. And it's swept. And here comes the right back who's going to look to do 1-2 touches and sweep it back across. And the referee is being called out to the right-hand side of the field by his assistant. I think it's Anthony Bailey, where most of the players had stopped when the ball was swept in by the Village right back, and as a result, there's something going on there. And referee Francis is coming in, calling in maybe number 22. He's walking directly to him. Yeah, there's no 22 on this damn thing. Yeah. But we have resumed play. And an attempt to break through has been thwarted by Burgess. And Burgess comes out with this to the right side of the field. Ball should be swept down and is knocked into touch by the Southampton Rangers. We're in the last few minutes of this first half, ladies and gentlemen, and the possession is now with Village, and Melvin Davis is going to step forward and throw this ball. He does so, and there goes the whistle. Anthony Francis, referee, brought this particular half to a close. At the end of this match, the end of this half, the score is 1-0. 1 to the good of Southampton Rangers, and Village still yet to score. Players and officials alike will leave the field for refreshments, and the players will get their instruction for the second half.